What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Hammer Dance YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about audio filters within OBS, how to make your microphone sound better, how to get rid of some unwanted background noise, all that kind of stuff. Very useful things that you can do right within OBS. We're going to talk about that, but first let's give a shout out and thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Own.tv. Own.tv is the place to go, guys, if you're looking for some fresh new graphics for your stream. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook gaming, you'll find something that's a perfect fit for your channel. They offer full themed overlay packages, which are great if you're trying to give your stream a complete makeover, but let's say you're just looking to pick up some new alert graphics. Don't worry, because they've got you covered there too. You could find single graphics such as alerts, banners, panels, and logos as well. And one of the best parts about most of these overlays is that they are completely modular. So if you and your friends all pick up the same overlay, such as this Rodan one right here, you can change the colors and tweak it to match your brand, and none of you will have the exact same overlay. If you guys are looking to take your stream to the next level, be sure to check out Own.tv using my link below to support the channel. Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about audio filters within OBS and how to make your microphone sound good, how to get rid of like that unwanted background noise, how to get rid of hissing, all that stuff. It's going to be really good. So first thing we're going to do is let's just pretend this is your microphone right here. This is my only audio source, but let's pretend this is your microphone right here. We're going to hit this and we are going to go to filters, open up the settings. So now right here, this will be a list of any audio filters you guys have active. Right now, as you can see, I have none because mine is all being done within the Go XLR, but this is really catering more towards people who aren't using a Go XLR. Maybe you're using a USB mic or an XLR mic, but don't have a Go XLR. This is where you're gonna add effects to your microphone to make it sound a little bit better. You're gonna hit the plus sign, and from there, we can add a compressor. So when I do this, you guys might hear a difference in my microphone because it's already being compressed within my Go XLR, but I will quickly mute it. Okay, so now it shouldn't be actively being compressed, but I'm going to show you here what to do to keep this good. So a good ratio to have for your compressor is usually 4:1. So you're going to drop your ratio down to 4:1. Play with your threshold. Attack and release can basically remain at what they are. The default ones are perfect, but you're going to want to play with your threshold and get it to a point that sounds good. So basically what you're doing with a compressor is it's taking the really loud portions of your audio and the really low portions of your audio and squishing it together so that everything is kind of the same level. Because what happens is a lot of people, if you go on some people's streams, their quiet parts are really quiet and their loud parts are really loud. So what a compressor does is it takes those super highs, the super lows, and brings everything together and kind of actually compresses it so that everything sounds a little bit more level. So it's a very crucial part of setting up your microphone, super important. You definitely want to have a compressor. So you're going to mess with the threshold here until you get it to a point where it sounds good. I would honestly just record and then mess with this while you're recording, you know, say like, hey, this is me talking at -41 dB. Hey, this is me talking at -23 dB, and do it like that until you get to a point where you like the way it sounds. So the next, one of the most important things you want to have here is a noise gate. A noise gate basically, let me mute that so that you guys can actually hear me because I already have a noise gate set up. We don't want two. What a noise gate is, it is basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a gate that opens and closes for noise. So wherever you set the close and open threshold, it's going to open at that threshold when you hit that level of volume, and then it will close at that threshold whenever you hit that level of volume. So you're going to want to mess with the open and close thresholds there to get it to a point so that when you're speaking, the noise gate opens perfectly, it's not clipping or anything, and you can hear. But let's say someone is in the next room and like bangs something against the wall, it won't pick that up because it's not hitting that open threshold. It's not hitting that level of volume and opening that noise gate. So it's really just a gate that opens and closes based on the thresholds that you set. You want it to be set. A common mistake that a lot of people do have though is that they set a noise gate so aggressively that like unless they're talking directly into the mic like this, it doesn't open. So when they're sitting back here talking, it's like clipping in and out because the gate is opening and closing so fast because they're not at that constant level of volume. Again, here though, you could leave your attack time, your hold time, and your release time. Those are all fine as default. You're gonna only wanna mess with the close and open threshold here, get it to a point that works for your voice. You want it to be fully open when your voice is talking, and you can obviously look down here at your audio mixer and see that your microphone is picking up your voice perfectly while you're talking and messing with these settings. If you hit this little eyeball here and it lights up, that means that effect is active. I have them non-active right now because I have these effects, like I said, going through my Go XLR already. I don't want to double up on these effects, but you can, turn them off but leave the settings by just hiding them with that eyeball. There's plenty more stuff in here as well, though, that you guys can benefit from, like noise suppression. That gets rid of some like background noise, but you got to be careful with that, because what happens with noise suppression is it can actually make your microphone sound horrible. If you don't need it, I wouldn't use it. It kind of, I've never had actually a good time with noise suppression. I don't like it. I prefer to just tweak my noise gate and compressor to make it so that my microphone picks up when I'm talking, it doesn't pick up when I'm not talking, and everything sounds good. Noise suppression can be quite tricky, so just be careful when you're using that. A limiter, you're not really gonna ever use a limiter. Gain, if you need to add extra gain to your microphone, you can do it here, but keep in mind that when you're adding gain like that, like post gain like that, it can it can distort your microphone or make the quality sound not as good. So be very graceful when adding extra gain. And you can also add plugins here. There's tons of different plugins, audio plugins that you can use with OBS. Some of my favorites are the Reaper plugins, which basically give you like visual noise gates and compressors and stuff where you can actually see, what you're doing. And I have them installed, I think. Let's take a look. We're going to just name this one Reaper Compressor. Yeah, I do have them. Okay, so Recomp, that's a compressor. And if you download these like aftermarket Reaper plugins, you can just Google Reaper plugins for OBS, you'll get them and you can install them. It gives you like a visual compressor. And then this is that you can, mess with the threshold right here and pull it down and pull it up however you want. And same thing with the noise gate. Let's say we change this to a noise gate. Where do we got it? Let's see, re-gate. Okay, open it. So you can see that right here, like if this was, let me make it active for you so you can actually see it. Okay, so you can see where my microphone is talking right now. So that you pull this down here, it's cutting off everything from here down. So that's how a noise gate works. It may be a little easier for you guys to, I don't know if you heard everything I was saying there, but if you use the Reaper plugins, you're getting more of like a user interface with these plugins. The ones within OBS do the exact same thing, but if it's easier for you, just Google Reaper plugins for OBS. I'll drop it in the description of the video as well. You can download them, install them, and it gives you more of a visual plugins that you can use for these audio filters. But anyways, guys, that's really all I've got for you today. I hope that helped. Those are some basic settings you want to always have on your microphone to make it sound good. You want that compressor. You definitely need a noise gate, because when you don't have those things, it just sounds a little bit lackluster, and it's not good. And they're very simple to set up, very easy to figure out, so definitely worth doing. But anyways, if you guys found this helpful and you like this video, please be sure to drop it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel and turning on those post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. But anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.